So here is my deer on the front porch. You can see that I spray painted it gold, and I put a little bit of a red bow on its neck. Now, same technique you could use to make scarecrows, which look wonderful, and I'll make sure I do one of those as we get closer towards the season. I said I could take as much of this brush as I want, so I will. Have a couple stools set up. I want access to the branches. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the legs. I'm going to get a yardstick. I want each of the legs to be about 3 foot. And that's going to be right before this knot. So I'm going to go ahead and cut 4 of those. I'm just going to strip off some of these little bits. Legs. I want the body to be about 2 feet, I think. And look at that. So if this is a leg and it's this high, yeah, his body should be about 2 foot long. So let's start cutting for that. These I'm not going to worry about cleaning up. I'm going to stack them up right here. And I'm interlocking them, so I'm building up the same width. I don't want it to be fat on one side and skinny on the other. I want to get a sense for how much this will condense down, and I think I'm where I want to be. I've got everything tucked within the length of the spool, and now I'm going to bind it all together. Before I get this all bound up too tight, I want to put the straps on it. Before I get it too tight, I want to put the legs in it. Okay, so I have this bound into a bundle, kind of on 2 sides with a ratchet strap. I'm going to work in the legs so that I can both get it up off of the stools, but also be able to bind those legs in there tighter. If there's a bend in your sticks that look kind of like the bend of a deer leg, use that to your advantage. Now, once they're all in, I'm just going to tighten this up a little more. Now I have some general just leaves sticking out and things, and I want to clean that up. Bind this together, I'm going to use ceiling hanger wire. This is a coil of ceiling hanger wire. It's pretty inexpensive. I'm just going to wrap it around and twist it on itself. And my excess I can just tuck down inside. Okay, I'll do 3 of those bindings along this, one on the outside of the legs, one on the inside of the legs, well, one in the middle, and then one on each end. And I'm not just going to twist it in one spot. I don't want to stress that wire out too much. I want the wire to live. So once I get that tight, I'll move over to this side here where there's no stress. I'll give it a turn, and that's going to bind together even more. This leg snuck out, so I'm just going to twist the wire around it. Help hold it in place. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to have to do some adjusting with this once it's out. So let's go ahead and get it off of the form. I'm just going to do 4 or 5 more selective wire wraps in order to hold everything in place, and then I'll remove the straps. I'm going to take off the straps. So at this stage, I'm going to do a little more cleanup. My legs are sticking up a little high, so I'm going to cut those off. And if there's anything that looks weird, I'm going to lop it off. I have my small branches here that we trimmed off, and I want to strip leaves off of them. Little things and leaves. I'm making my deer's head right now. I'm going to kind of just weave it together and wing it. I'm sure you're shocked. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to break these just enough though to get the bends that I want. And I'm hoping that they're green enough where they'll stay. Okay, so that's a ring. I have a target head size that I'm going for. That right there is about my target head size. Go a little bigger. These are little evergreen wire wrap ties that I get from Hobby Lobby. I buy them this time of year in order to put them on my projects that are holiday related. They're very handy for holding stuff together. And you'll probably see them again this season. don't think I want to actually break that off. I think I want to force it back through and use it to bulk out my head a little more. It won't break as hard if you can kind of force that bend to happen through the whole thing as opposed to in just one spot. We're getting there. It's almost a deer head. I think this is enough for what we're going for. Now I'm just going to grab 2 branches that are nice and forky for the antlers, and then I'll attach those in here. Just a bit of noise on this. I'm going to break off a bunch of these. I just want to keep 3 or 4 main ones. Now all these little clip-offs I could shove right in the head if I wanted to, if I thought it needed a little more. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one in. And I'm using that green wrap to hold these guys in place where I want them. And this is very natural, so it doesn't have to be exact, but I do want them to be kind of close, and I think I hit that mark well enough here that I'm happy with it. Okay, this is my little reindeer head. Let's go put him on a little reindeer body. Now that I have the deer inside, I want to brace his legs across the bottom just to make sure that they maintain the same width. You can see he's a little bit wobbly legged, so we're going to run a brace across the bottom just underneath of this bundle of sticks and rely on that to help keep them apart and wider. All that we have to do is fiddle with it until it works. That front end is way more stable. Cheney is trying to steal a branch from my pile. He's having trouble getting it out of the dog door. All right, so that immensely helped the stability of this guy. That's great. I'm going to attach the neck to the body, and then I will attach the head to the neck. I think that, with more bits of wire. Okay, now that I'm attaching smaller pieces, I'm actually going to use a rebar wire tie set. There we go, and now that's on there nice and tight. And I'm going to do one more stick up into here also to help support that head a little better. Alright, so I'm going to decide that right there is pretty much where I want my head and neck to sit. I have 2 extra pieces to trim off. That's this piece up here on the head, which makes him look like a tri-antlered reindeer. And then this piece of the neck that sticks down too low. Okay. That is a reindeer. This deer, it's plenty stable. It is, now these are green. They're gonna rot a little bit. They're gonna break down a little bit, but as they do, just, you can add sticks to it. You can add some branches, and you can reinforce the wire, but certainly all season this will hold up and be a fun addition to your decor. It doesn't have to be a deer. You can use the same techniques to make a scarecrow or to make anything you want. It's bundles of sticks wired together. I am probably going to spray paint mine silver because of my yard. This will just blend right in. But if I spray paint it silver, then it'll show up. It'll still have that natural feel. I'm happy with how this guy turned out, and I can't wait to make more. 2020 has been a year of tumultuous change, and there are some big changes coming to Stilt Beast Studios. I'm actually starting another channel just for my live videos. So this channel, Stilt Beast Studios, will remain and just stay how-to videos, edited videos. The other channel is going to be called Stilt Beast Live, and that's where all of my live videos and live content is going to be. I've learned that it's 2 different audiences, and I just want to make both people happy and not have to see content that they don't necessarily want to sign up for. So if you want both types of content, then all you have to do is subscribe to both channels. That is, of course, free. Speaking of things that you sign up for and things that are not necessarily free, we're also launching a Patreon here at Stilt Beast Studios. And that info is going to be upcoming. So that's kind of an exciting thing where you guys can help support and shape what we do at Stilt Beast Studios. And it helps me get the most out of this YouTube project and these endeavors. And it helps me connect more with you guys and give you more of a voice in the things that we do around here at Stilt Beast Studios. So hopefully I will see you guys on Stilt Beast Live, and I will see you on Patreon, where there'll be special content, different tiers where you can subscribe to Patreon, and you get different benefits and bonuses. And that's going to develop in time, but I think it could be a very awesome thing for us to journey into together. Go make stuff!